to be more in your feminine energy. Yes.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna do 3 points each. Would you like to start with the first point you have?
Yes, of course. For me, the biggest was really process my traumas and be conscious of it, because kind of like 5 or 6 years ago, I was less conscious. So that's the first step. See them, going to heal them. And for me, there wasn't one thing that really helps me. Yeah, okay, kind of like the plant medicine. I really like that because, that was a big slap in my face to, really feel them very deeply. And it's kind of quick. And I really like that. But yeah, so that's a really big part of it, to be more feminine, process your traumas.
Yeah, I relate to that too, absolutely. And I think when you touch on plant medicine, like an amazing tool to help like shoot forward that growth.
Yes.
But I think what kind of isn't discussed is like how you have these realizations, which is absolutely life-changing, but then it's like you then have to deal with the aftermath of that and like integrating like that into your normal life and realizing that you don't see things the same anymore that you did prior to that experience. So yeah, it's super helpful. Recommend it to anyone, but it's also like there is a lot of work to do after you have that experience.
Yes. But I don't hear this from everybody, but for me, after the plant medicine, it's kind of happened automatically in my life. So you're going to see things that you didn't see before. And the big thing about that is to really take so much time to relax, meditate, be quiet. Yeah, not in the daily life routine, and to step out of that. And then it just, happens.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's really important when you have this intense experience, having that time to like step away from your life. And like I remember when I did it for the first time, I then went to work like a few years later, and I was just like, oh my god, this is crazy, like I'm finding this really overwhelming. Like so I think it's important to like give yourself that time and that space to like integrate the lessons that you've learned from the experience.
Yes.
How to be more in your feminine energy. In my experience, I think it's really important is to be authentic, show up as yourself, and practically what that could look like in your life is instead of dressing to impress, dress to express, and just be yourself. Like could even be in like the clothes you wear. Like for example, for me, like I always like to have colour. I always like to dress with, has to have some kind of colour, and like it could be like your hair. Like for me, like I like my hair like this, or like I like it curly and wild, and like I'm not necessarily doing it because I think that person over there likes it. I'm doing it because I like it, and like that's how I like to express myself. And it's not necessarily about what other people's opinion are of you. The way you dress, that's obviously just a small aspect, but if you do that, then that can give you the confidence and the courage to express yourselves in other aspects of your life as well.
Yes, really true. Love that.
You're wearing, like I said, the blue today. I feel like it really suits you, like you're expressing yourself. Love it. I think, you know, it really shows.
I really like colors too. Yes, and especially with my eyes are blue, it's really
Nice.
But yeah, thank you. So on to the next point. How to be more feminine. A really big part of me was train my intuition. A kind of a journey for me, because you react sometimes from trauma, you react from your intuition or your instinct. And to really get that part of me when I oh, so now I react from trauma and I have to, look at this. But now it's my intuition, and that's kind of, I feel someone else's energy. And to be more feminine, it's really important to also listen to your feeling, your intuition, and to train that. So I did this daily in the past, and now I'm really good at it. But also sometimes I train it to learn even more.
Yeah, that's a really good point. When you're used to, like you're saying about trauma, that voice in your head can a lot of times be coming from a place of fear, past experiences. So when you start to, like, through meditation, for example, get this connection with your intuition, it's really, really powerful. And I think it makes you realise that the answers we seek are within us. Absolute game changer, like, especially when you've got, you know, like society, you've got, like, when you're a kid in school, you've got, like, the news, like, different kinds of media always telling you, like, how you should think and your beliefs that you should have.
Yes.
And, like, you know, we have the answers within us. It's such a transformational realization. I got some nice comments.
Yeah. Thank you.
So it is such a it's such an important thing to develop your intuition. And like you say, it comes with practice. It's not necessarily like you have this strong connection straight away. Like, I think it does take a bit of working on, and I find for me, like, the hardest thing was distinguishing between what is my intuition and what is the mind's fear.
Yeah. So I call that kind of what is my trauma reaction, but fear, love, you can also call it. But that's really true. And the most of us, we didn't learn it when we were kids because our parents didn't understand it. So it's really necessary to train it. My daughter is now 10 years old, and I already doing it with her. Yeah. So I guess when we train it when we are little, then we didn't have to train it now.
It's funny, isn't it, like how, you know, when you're a child, it's like, oh, you need to learn this, you need to be smarter, you need to do this. But it's actually like through this process, like, I've realised that actually, like, I had more wisdom as a child, and I've had to kind of like go, it's like I'm doing a full loop. It's like, okay, I have to kind of like get rid of all that conditioning that I had to then return back to this childlike state. And, you know, like when you see children play and they look at everything with wonder and they're so, like, enthusiastic and their imagination is just amazing. So it's like, I think we can learn so much from children.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Once you strip down the veil of conditioning, a whole new world opens up to you.
Yes. Yeah.
Number 2, how to be more in my feminine energy. I found for me it was through creative expression. So that can mean like a lot of different things to different people. But for me, it's things like moving my body, listening to certain, like, feel good music, through art, just like making time in your day or even over a weekend, but just making a regular practice to really express yourself and, you know, like, not worry about like how it looks, or like I will literally just go in my room and I'll just put music on, I'll dance, just move my body, just really feel it. I don't care how I look, like I might look crazy, but for me it's like I can feel how much of a release it is, especially if you're feeling anxious or, you know, you're feeling a bit self-conscious. Just really like tapping into how you feel and like making different shapes with your body. That's like such an empowering release. So making time for that creative expression, however you want to do it. You know, you could really like art, you could really like baking, however you want to do it. I really recommend making time for that.
Yes, so true. I do dancing, so that's my way. I really love it. So thank you.
So when did you start dancing?
I just started when I was 18 and I did it 4 years, and then I stopped a long time ago, and now I do it 2 years, and I really love it. So it's a partner dance. It's called Kizomba. And that is also very powerful for your feminine side because you have to give the lead to someone else and just follow the leader.
I love that. I
Yeah.
think it's important, like we mentioned at the beginning of this live, as a woman, I think like we are kind of pressured to like be doing things and like ticking off lists and being very active. Like we're living in a very masculine led society with like the 9 to 5 and working a lot, and I think like that time's just really allow and surrender, give yourself time and make it important for like your relaxation, right? It's not all about doing, and you know, the slowing down is just as important.
Yeah, just being.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I heard someone say, we're not human doings, we're human beings.
Yeah, true.
Let's remember that.
Yeah, I really like it.
When you first started dancing, did you find it hard to kind of, was it unfamiliar for you to kind of allow someone to take that lead and express yourself in a feminine way?
No, because I really want to, I just felt I just want to give that. Out of, I don't want that. I don't want to take the lead. Just be the follower. Yeah, I really, that's so relaxing to let everything go. Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, definitely. Like we said, it can be in different ways, right? Like through meditation or through like breath work. That can be such a good release. Like some people might prefer that to other ways. Like for me, I find like at the start of my journey, I don't think I was necessarily ready with doing like dancing or movement. I feel like I was quite like reserved and quite like self-conscious, whereas now after doing the meditation, the breath work, I now feel like I'm at a place where I want to express myself more. I want to kind of expand that. And so it's all a journey, right? Yes,
true. My third is trust men again. And for me, that's really important because it was really unconscious that I, deep down, I didn't really trust him. That's because of my father. He was really practical around, but never really couldn't feel his heart. So, I really have to go deep dive in that part of me and heal that so that I can trust men fully again, so I can be more feminine.
Yeah, I really hear you there. I think that's so important. We're like a child and we're growing up around our father. That's like what kind of we're going to interpret men to be like. The main predominant man in your life isn't really like tap into his feelings, or is quite like harsh. It can kind of make you think that everyone else is like that too.
Yeah. Or don't think that everyone else is like that, but I think the wound of when you were a child, you're not really conscious about it. So maybe you think, oh, I trust men, but deep down, it isn't.
Definitely.
Yeah.
A bit of a pattern where, like, say if somebody's into feminism and they're really strong with feminine ideology, it's almost like, okay, I'm more for women, but you're against men. If you kind of strip it back, it doesn't really make sense, because how I see it is men are women, we each have our own strengths and weaknesses. We each are amazing at other things that, like, say a man might be better at something a woman is, and then a woman might be better at something that a man is. And if you combine us two, we actually make a balance and a harmony, you know? So instead of kind of thinking, oh, I hate men or I hate women, okay, realise that actually we both really complement each other and we shouldn't have to, like, compete with one another. Number 3 is me. It's still an ongoing process, but using the power of your voice. I think that was really important for me to tap into my feminine more. And like I said, I think it's still a process. You know, the growth never ends, right?
Yes.
But it's important to say what you mean and mean what you say.
Yes.
You know, like, your words are so powerful. Like, if you're in a place where you just say things to make people happy, or the opposite where you don't speak because you don't feel comfortable to. Both of those things, not using your voice, it can really affect us and really affect how we see ourselves and our energy, our authenticity. So I would really recommend people to focus on improving your connection with your voice, whether that's through journaling. Like for me, I had to start way back, so I had to start with just journaling, just to kind of put pen to paper of how I was feeling, kind of getting more familiar with expressing myself. And then you could then take up a notch and even start sending voice notes to yourself. If you're you feel quite a block in when you're speaking, just speak freely to yourself. Then it's not a fear of showing off, it's just to you.
Yes.
If you want to take a step up from that, is just speak to people who you feel safe with and who you trust, and then work your way out to the world and to the wider society. But yeah, your voice really does matter and it's really important.
Yes, really important. And really our feminine power is also be very vulnerable. Just express your feelings, what you say. Really love it. Yes, thank you.
Definitely. I mean, even sometimes I'm definitely not a singer, but sometimes when I'm on my own, I will put music on and I will just sing along, and I think that is empowering, just because you're just kind of using your voice, you're expressing yourself, and it's also not to be ashamed of the things that you say. If I might say something to someone and I might think afterwards, oh my gosh, I've really offended someone, I've said the wrong thing, or I've embarrassed myself, it's just take a step back and realise, what is your intention? What is your true intention? I wouldn't intend to hurt somebody on purpose. If I have, I would apologise, but don't kind of beat yourself up, especially if you are someone who struggles with expressing themselves. Just give yourself kindness, be understanding, and the more you do it, the easier it'll be.
Yeah. And forgive yourself is sometimes, it's not the right way. Yeah, you think it's not the right way. Yeah, just forgive.
Yeah, definitely. We're all on this journey and we're all learning as we go along, right?
Yes. Yes, true.
So kind to yourselves and be kind to other people. A lot of what we spoke about is also a case of practice. At first it might feel really alien, especially if you're used to being a kind of woman where you're really hardworking, you're really structured, you're always doing things, you're always on the move. I think to kind of surrender is really alien and really scary.
Yes.
But it takes practice and you'll become more comfortable the more you do it.
Yes, true.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, for now I think it's good. Maybe for the next live, another topic. Yes.
So I'll just share my recent offering, if that's okay.
Yes.
So I have my new membership out, How To membership, and what that consists of is every month you will receive an ebook, and that will be on a variety of different topics. The one I've shared most recently has been all about habits. So there is a massive list of different habits to really kind of help you make those changes in your life. And the other thing that it includes is a self-healing workshop, which you will get a recording of that after the workshop, so it's something you can play back. My intention for this is really important that we know how to do it ourselves, through the breath work and the meditations, learning how to be your own healer. I think that's really important.
Yes.
And then the other thing is a tailor-made meditation. You'll receive that every month. So if you come to me and you have a goal of going to the gym, for example, I will help you in that meditation with limiting beliefs and visualizations as well. And the last thing in my membership would be life mapping, so that it ties nicely with the meditation. So it'll be where I write you a step-by-step plan of how to get to where you want to be and embody the feeling that you're looking for. That's out now. The link is in my bio. So those 4 things. If you've got any questions, please feel free to drop me a DM. It's been lovely to do this live with you again, and hopefully we'll do another one soon.
Yes, we're going to plan it. Yeah, thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah, thank you everyone.
Bye.